Let's be honest. Most people hate small talk. You walk into a room, meet someone new, and within 30 seconds you're stuck in the same dry loop. So, what do? How's the weather? Crazy traffic today, huh? And then, silence. That awkward pause that feels like it's stretching into eternity. You sip your drink, they check their phone, and both of you silently think, I wish this conversation would end. But here's the truth. It's not the small talk that's the problem. It's how we approach it. Because small talk isn't really about information. It's about connection. And when you understand that, every boring conversation suddenly becomes an opportunity to connect on a human level. So, let's fix that. Let's talk about how to never struggle with small talk again. Not by memorizing fake questions or pretending to care, but by learning the simple shifts that make people actually want to talk to you. The first shift? Be genuinely curious, not performative. When most people make conversation, they're not really listening. They're just waiting for their turn to speak. You can feel that energy, can't you? That polite but empty? Oh, wow, that's interesting. That really means please finish so I can talk now. Curiosity changes that. Curiosity is when you stop talking at people and start engaging with them. It's when you see the person, not just the words. Instead of asking, what do you do? Try what got you into that, instead of where are you from. Try what's your favorite thing about that place. You're not gathering facts, you're discovering stories, and that's what people crave, to be seen, not scanned. When you make someone feel understood, they'll leave the conversation thinking you're one of the most interesting people they've met. Not because you said much, but because you made them feel heard. The second shift? Listen to understand, not to fix. Too many people think good conversations are about giving good answers. But connection doesn't come from being clever. It comes from being present. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is simply, yeah, that makes sense, or that sounds tough. That's emotional validation, and it's one of the rarest skills in conversations today. When someone shares something, don't rush to relate or respond. Pause. Let them finish. Then reflect back what you heard. Not to parrot them, but to show that you were actually there. You'll be shocked at how often people open up when they realize they're not being judged or interrupted. That's when small talk turns into real talk. Third, and maybe the most underrated one, drop the mask. You know what kills good conversation? Trying too hard to be likable. You laugh when something isn't funny. You agree just to avoid tension. You pretend to care about topics that bore you, and then you walk away drained. Being nice might keep you safe, but it won't make you memorable. The best conversationalists are authentic. They say, honestly, I've never thought of it that way, or I don't know much about that. Tell me more. They're not performing, they're being real, and authenticity is magnetic. People can feel when you're comfortable being you, and it gives them permission to do the same. Here's another truth. You don't need to fill every silence. Silence doesn't mean failure, it means space. And sometimes, space is where connection happens. When you pause after someone speaks, it signals that you're considering what they said. It gives depth to your response. Think of it like music. Without the pauses, it's just noise. Silence allows words to breathe. So the next time there's a pause in conversation, don't panic. Breathe. Smile. Let the silence do the heavy lifting. Now let's talk about energy, because tone speaks louder than words. Have you ever met someone who just feels easy to talk to? They make you feel calm, safe, seen. That's not luck, it's energy control. When you walk into a conversation, you bring energy with you. If you're tense, they'll feel it. If you're present, they'll relax. So before you speak, center yourself, breathe slowly, lower your shoulders. Your tone sets the tone. And remember, confidence isn't loud. It's calm. The calmer your energy, the deeper your impact. Now here's a secret. Don't aim to impress, aim to connect. When you're focused on impressing people, you start editing yourself. You overthink every word, every reaction, every silence. And in doing so, you lose authenticity, the very thing people connect with. Connection doesn't come from perfection. It comes from honesty. It's okay to say, I get nervous in conversations too. It's okay to say, I never know what to say at these things. That vulnerability, that's real. And real breaks the walls down faster than charm ever could. Here's another small but powerful tip. Ask better follow-ups. Anyone can ask a question. Few people know how to follow up. If someone says, I just started a new job, don't stop there. Say, that's awesome. What's been the most surprising part so far? If they say, I'm into photography, ask, what's your favorite thing to capture? The best conversations aren't a ping pong of questions. They're a dance. Curiosity is the rhythm. Empathy is the step. And when you feel the urge to impress someone, flip the script, make them feel impressive instead. Find something genuine to appreciate. People remember how you make them feel more than what you said. Let's talk about presence, because distraction is the death of connection. When you're talking to someone, put your phone away. Don't glance at the door, don't scan the room. When you look someone in the eye, you're saying, "You matter right now." That single act can change the entire conversation. Presence is the highest form of respect. Now maybe you're thinking, "That's great, but I'm introverted. I'm not good at talking." You don't need a loud voice, you need a genuine one. It's not about saying more, it's about saying what matters. And finally, practice everywhere. Good conversation isn't a talent, it's a skill. You build it by talking to the barista, by chatting with your coworker, by saying hello to the person standing next to you in line. The more you practice connecting, the less small talk feels like a chore, and the more it feels like an opportunity. Because the truth is, the quality of your life is shaped by the quality of your conversations. And the quality of your conversations comes down to one thing: being present, curious, and real. So next time you find yourself in small talk, don't run from it. Lean in. Be curious. Be yourself. Because when you do that, small talk stops being small and starts becoming the doorway to something real.